Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, all my active investors, active traders, passive investors, whatever you prefer. Welcome to Simplified Profits. This is Anthony, home of keeping things simple and compounding profit, ladies and gentlemen. And today it is January 7th, 2024. We're going to take a look at the market, what happened last week, what we expect to see coming up, and we'll do some scans. We'll take a look at some buying opportunities out there. We'll actually take a look at our transparent account, up 5% already for the year. And let's dig in by starting with SMH. So it took the biggest loss last week, which is why we entered on our transparent account, SOXL. We entered on Thursday, actually twice on Thursday, which I'll show you the transactions on the account. If you hang on till the end, I'll pull the account up and show you. And we're hoping to lock in 20-30% in this, right on the swing up. Preferred it to hit the bottom Bollinger Band, and we even said on Thursday, hey, this could actually pull back some more, and we will continue to average our position down. Now let me pull up SMH. That's the chart we actually will trade on. All right, so if it does continue to go down next week, we'll buy some more, keep our position down. We'll cover that as soon as I go over to the account and take a look at that position. So I'm expecting SPY, triple Qs, and SMH to have a little bit of a rebound next week. All of them's oversold, but man, there's a lot oversold right now that has not touched the bottom Bollinger Band, which I do not like. Prefer it to touch the bottom Bollinger Band, but sometimes it doesn't, which is what we spoke about when we were talking about entering SMH. It might not, but then again, it might, and we'll just have to manage that position from there. So we've seen a pullback in these to the oversold position. And like I said, we are the home of keeping it simple. That is our buying opportunity, as long as it's a bullish chart over the 200-day moving average. And then we manage the position from there. Dow Jones, man, it was struggling to pull back. Like it definitely got toppy right there, but it still hasn't pulled back. It only lost, 0.5% last week, and it's halfway to the oversold position. So you might see not close to as much pullback as everything else. Now keep in mind, last year we had about a 70% run in SMH, 50% in the triple Qs, 20% in SPY. I think Dow Jones only did 10%. So it makes sense to see that these pull back in this order, with that amount basically. XOP can't hold the 200-day moving average. We don't really like oil exploration over the next 10 years. Our energy sector right now is nuclear energy. Kind of dig into that here in a minute. But it's entering the oversold position and kind of holding the 200-day moving average. So you may see that kind of turn around, start swinging up. XPY, man, this is ran like crazy from November over the last couple months. And I guess the whole market did. But it is overbought. We can expect that to pull back a little bit coming up. XLU is just now entering the overbought condition. We'll probably have a pullback in that next week. And USO, it looks like it's bouncing away from the oversold position, right? It didn't even touch it, but it got close. Looks like it's bouncing out of that area. So you can see that continue next week as well. Let's take a look here. Or something else I was going to mention about one of these. Maybe it was on the, oh, yeah, XPY. So I kind of paused there because kind of kicking myself in the butt months ago. This is a monthly chart. We were stating the support here, as you can see, right? It's held that for a while, on every pullback almost. That would be a good time to enter based on the monthly chart for a monthly swing. And this is LABU, what we would have entered. And ladies and gentlemen, that would have gave you about 125% in 2 months, basically. One heck of a trade. Let's go back down to the daily charts. And if you want to go back to the monthly chart, you can see SMH broke out on the monthly chart, which we said if that broke out, we could easily see 180 and it just grind up higher to even maybe 200. Really shocked me. I was expecting it to pull back on the monthly. We were calling a pullback here, and it did pull back for 3 months, but I was hoping it hit the 20-day moving average, which it didn't. But hey, whatever. So that is that for the market, ladies and gentlemen. Now, real quick, let's take a look at some charts. Now, I've flagged a few. There's 329 oversold bullish stock charts out there. We're not going to be able to touch them all. Now, here, I'll go through all the bullish charts sitting on the couch on my phone. Some people scroll through Facebook. I scroll through stock charts. That's what I do. Because I'm looking for ways to put my money to work. I'd much rather do that than look at pictures and status updates. Anyway, so Apple's pulled back, oversold, touched the 200-day moving average. The only thing I don't like about it is the gap down. Unless it's an ETF, I tend to wait a few swings after a gap down just to kind of make sure it doesn't continue to fade, especially break that 200-day moving average. Then we'd definitely be out. Airbnb's got a nice looking swing possible. I didn't flag it. I didn't actually go through all these yet. But it pulled back to the oversold, bouncing out. I mean, you may see a good 10% swing in that. Possible good buying opportunity. Affirm. I mean, this thing has rallied almost 200% within the last couple months and has pulled back. I prefer to see it hit the bottom Bollinger Band. Could still have some more pullback potential considering the big run and the profits still available to lock in. But it may be time for a good old bounce from the oversold position. ACAM, this is one I really like, the slow pullback. Nice looking chart. Maybe a good time to add to your portfolio for a long-term position. I'd have to dig into the company. And there are a lot more, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go through some more we have flagged, but take a screenshot, go through them. Amazon has pulled back. It's not close to its all-time highs either. So you could be, if you want to add that to your portfolio, maybe a good time to do that. This is one as well. Very little pullback to the oversold positions. Pretty bullish sign. Man, that could be up for setting new highs. I mean, this company's been rushing it. Pretty sure we've covered it. And their pullbacks only at a 30 PE. Definitely might be a good buying opportunity there. Matter of fact, I'll flag that. I need to come back to that. I add that in one of my accounts. Broadcom, ladies and gentlemen, we called so many pullbacks in this. The last one, they crushed it on earnings. Ran up 25%. Now they pulled back to the oversold position. If that's one you want to add to your portfolio, might be a good time. Axon's another one. Now this right here is a biotech company. I'm not a fan of single pharmas unless it's a like a Lilly or something. But this thing had a big gap up. When I say big, I mean a 75% big gap up. It's trended sideways. Has pulled back. Tell you what, if it pulls back and touches the bottom Bollinger Band, man, as much as I don't want to trade pharma stocks, might be a good opportunity to enter that one. All right, so we have some builders pull back. All right, bullish charts. They've been bullish for a while. Go back and look at them. BWXT, which we're in, and we entered this same time we entered GTBIF, which we're up 20% in that. We'll pull that account up in a minute. But BWXT pulled back. I was hoping it'd bounce a little stronger out of there. Short-term moving average continued down. No matter what, I still got a positive outlook on Trizofuel, which them being like the only ones licensed to even manufacture it. Huge benefit for them. They got a lot of government contracts. Check out Project Fuel. And we've been buying this since January. Now here, it was hard to buy it in this account because I got 4 other accounts up close to 30% um, in this stock. So it's kind of hard just to add it to this account, not already being up in it, but we'll manage that position. We'll take a look at that in the account here in a minute. CDW, that's a good looking chart, good looking pullback, possible good time to enter, maybe for a swing trade. But ladies and gentlemen, right now, as long as the ETFs are over the 200-day moving average, I'm swing trading them. So usually single stocks, I'd be looking for long-term positions, put some money to work, don't pay me dividends, or just have a nice growth potential. So then we got Salesforce, nice little pullback there, good possibility, maybe a good entry for that. DHI, and take a screenshot of these scans, ladies and gentlemen. Way you can come back through, because there's no way I'm going to cover all these right now. Click on some of them I don't have flagged, but let's see here. Fastenal, this has had a good pullback, good little bullish stock chart. Really a good company. I actually use them in my line of work. All right. Let's see here. What else we got going on? All right. Intel. Let's just see Intel. Yeah, there's Intel. And they've been looking, they've made a comeback. Man, I remember crossing under that 200-day moving average. They had a heck of a time. Yeah, the whole market did. A lot of people did. All right. And that's a nice looking chart right there, honestly. The possibility for an entry there. There's so much shopping opportunities right now, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know about you, but I like buying stuff when it's on sale. And right now, there's a lot of stuff on sale. SRG, always like that company. Let's see. That is a nice chart. Netflix, ladies and gentlemen, is pulled back. If it's something you want to add to your portfolio, now might be the time. Probably paying them monthly anyway. Let's see what else was out there. Intapp. Yeah, that's a nice little pullback after a pretty big gap up. Might be a good time to add that to your portfolio. A nice looking chart too. Good pullback there. If you would have bought it last time it was oversold, you'd be up 35% in 2 months. Let's see what else we got. Nice looking chart. Nice looking pullback. I know we covered that on some of the previous ones as well. We got QCOM, Race. See what, they've been crushing it. What else we got here? I just got this listed in alphabetical order, but Tesla's one's pulled back to the oversold. Just keep an eye on that 200-day moving average. Be a good buying opportunity if you want to add it to your portfolio. WDC is the same. Western Digital, I think they even pay a pretty good dividend. 1.4. No, that's their price to book. Oh, they got a negative PE. Western Digital not making money anymore? Crazy. No dividend. Welltower, this is one of our favorite REITs in the healthcare facilities. Pays about a 2.75% dividend. Pull back to the oversold if you want to add it to like an income account. Let's go. Another nice looking chart out there. XPO. Trucking company has been killing it. And ZS. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that is what we have for the scan. Oversold shopping opportunities. Let's take a look at our transparent account. These are the positions we have. That's still oversold. That has rallied out. Ladies and gentlemen, this breaks this area right here, which I believe it will. man, we could see a clear takeoff to 15, 16 easy. I mean, yeah, that could look real nice. SOXL still oversold on SMH's chart, expecting a bounce out of that. All right, let's go to our transparent account, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is our transparent account. Just to do an update on it, I'll be as transparent as possible. So right now, first week in January, we are up 92 bucks, 4.63%. Now the goal with this account, ladies and gentlemen, was to show how to be more active in investing and trading without being too risky, and to take a $2,000 account and to grow it with your income, right? The best thing you can do to build wealth is put your income to work. So we're taking a $2,000 account this year. We're putting 20% of our income in it every month, and we're going to see how quickly we can compound profits and build wealth. Okay, so right now, first weekend, we're up $92.10, 4.63%. We are up 20% almost in GTBIF, which is where most of those profits are from. Right, we are up from 988. Last price was 1190. Got 50 shares. That's 28% of the portfolio. SOXL, we just entered. We entered twice on Thursday. Only bought that once. So twice on Thursday. I just think one entry. Price pay. One was 25.63, and then we bought 8 more to bring our average down at 25.85. So right now our average is 25.60. We're up 1.27%. Now we're hoping, the goal is to lock in 20 to 30% in this trade. So if it continues to go down, we'll keep our average low. We'll keep buying more. And I would never go 50% into a position if I didn't have enough income coming in to average that down. So this coming Friday, I will have enough income get deposited into this account. And when I say 20% of my income, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not talking about gross. I'm talking about after taxes, after deductions, what's going to hit your bank. Okay, that's what I'm investing. Best way to build wealth. If you can't do 20%, do 10. If you can't do 10%, if you're just living paycheck to paycheck, first thing you need to do is get out of debt. Stop owing people money. Stop borrowing money. Follow Dave Ramsey. Do whatever you got to do. And then start putting your money to work. Don't let your money just pass through your fingers and go make somebody else rich. Read The Richest Man in Babylon, read The Intelligent Investor, study up on Peter Lynch, and just get to work. I recommend picking up Simplified Profits. It's basically how we're managing this account is through what was written in the book, and what we go over in this channel. But so Friday coming up, if we need to average down any positions, we'll do it with that income coming in. And once this account grows more, you'll see us enter less percentages of the cash on hand into positions. That way we still have cash to manage those positions. BWXT, we are actually down 3% on that. Doesn't change my outlook any. If it gets negative 5%, we'll add more. But right now, I'm not sweating it. I'd like to kind of think this thing will be over 100 this year. We'll see. They actually got earnings coming up in February. They got an Investors Day. So they got a few events coming up. I know there's a lot of course, I get news pop up all the time about nuclear energy. There's a lot of governments, including ours, pumping money into nuclear energy. And check out Project Peel and Trizo Fuel. There's a lot of speculation in these small nuclear reactors and that kind of fuel. I believe the company's only at like 30 PE. They pay a dividend. So that doesn't change anything for me. We'll buy more. The only thing that will change anything is if it goes under the 200-day moving average. We'll get out at that point and just kind of keep it on watch. So this is where we're at as far as our transparent account. and we will keep you updated on it. All right. Hopefully, stocks are going to go one way or another come next week, and we'll see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. Other than that, I'm out.